I'm Rachel Bradley, and I'm an architect with Running Dog Architects. And I had the pleasure of working with Bob and Lynn on this project here in Arlington, Virginia. So when Bob and Lynn hired us, they were looking to be able to age in place in this beautiful house they have, but they needed an upgrade. So we looked for ways to create a first floor master suite for them and ways to open up the back of their house to enjoy the beautiful property that they have. I looked at their house as a clean slate, basically. We gutted the entire first floor and we reworked the space to create a new kitchen here, a new living space here, their master suite over on the other side of the house. We expanded the back of the house a bit with a 2-story addition and a small 1-story addition at the front of the house to allow more space for their bathroom. Their house was a bit of an outdated Cape Cod type house, and there were only a few very small windows on the back of their house, and they really wanted to be able to enjoy this beautiful property they have. So those were their goals, was to have all of their living space on the first floor and to have more views out to their backyard. I think we accomplished that really well by having these large sliding glass doors, large windows at the addition, and a big deck with a carport underneath. So they have lots of space to be outside and watch birds and be with nature in their beautiful property. Some of the things we had to work with were the existing trees. Bob and Lynn had some trees that they wanted to make sure would not be damaged during construction. There's one in the back that we actually designed around so that it wouldn't be disturbed. And there's a small deck off of their master bedroom where they are right next to that tree. And so we were able to preserve that tree. And there were a couple in the front that we had to be careful about disturbing their roots because we built a new stair coming up from their walkway to the front door. So we brought an arborist in to take a look at the trees and make sure that we were doing everything we could to protect them. And we did. The trees are still here. Part of the design process for us, we like to quickly sketch out ideas and share them with our client and get feedback. It's a very iterative process. We are very much about collaboration. We don't have any set ideas, styles, or anything. Each project and each client is unique. And that's what I love about what we do. No project is similar to the next one. It was a joy to work with Lynn and Bob. They had some really great ideas and we shared sketches with them and we narrowed down on the design. Once we did that, we developed a set of drawings that we invited a couple different builders to look at to give some pricing feedback on, and FineCraft was one of them. And they came out to the house and met Lynn and Bob. And we had worked with FineCraft on another project, so we wanted them to take a look at it, and they decided to hire them. It was a joy to work with FineCraft as well. George has a really clear vision of how things can get put together in a nice way. Not every builder has that. I think because he has training as an architect, he gets it. And we talked through a lot of different things on site. We had regular site meetings where we would review questions, outstanding items, and it was a great working relationship. FineCraft has very fine attention to detail. Their quality of their work is excellent. Vivian was the project manager. She was very responsive and paid close attention to what needed to be done next. I would definitely work with FineCraft again. This was a really fun project to work on and design. Bob had a pretty clear vision of what he wanted in his kitchen, clean lines, and Bob is also very tall, so we had to keep that in mind during the design and the selection. We couldn't have big lights hanging down because of Bob's height, and we didn't want anything to block the view out to the site. So we kept things pretty minimal and clean lined. We picked this beautiful stone that wraps the island and also wraps up the wall as the backsplash. Bob likes to cook a lot, so things had to be very durable, but we also wanted this clean look, and I think it turned out beautifully. And I know Bob's happy now to be cooking in this wonderful kitchen with his view out to his backyard. And we updated all the existing windows with black frames, and all the new windows have the black frames, and that just gave the house a nice, modern, updated look. And we picked a beautiful stone tile for the floor, which was also used on the fireplace back here. Talking about durability, the property has a lot of trees and limbs that fall. And so from the beginning, Bob and Lynn talked about wanting materials that did not require maintenance. And so the new part of the house in the back is made with a product called Trespa. And it looks like wood, but it's actually a very dense plastic with a coating on it that looks like wood. And it is basically indestructible. So any trees that fall, moss that might grow, pollen, anything, it's very durable and almost maintenance-free. So we also did a very durable decking here, and as well as a cable rail to really maximize the views. We didn't want railings to get in the way of the views. We also brought a beautiful wood handrail that ties in with the wood privacy screen on the front of their deck overlooking the driveway. We have a lot of black and a lot of wood, pretty clean lines, but everything ties together nicely. So we also updated the siding at the second floor with, I think it was Hardy panel, painted like a light gray. And we used the same gray paint on other parts of the house as well. The front addition is also using the wood look Trespa. We also expanded the front porch out a bit for them to have a little bit more space, because their front yard is beautiful too, with a pond, and they're going to be doing some more landscape work to update the outside of their house too.
Hey, I'm Bob Pollock. My wife Lynn and I have lived in this house for 22 years. We raised our children here. We just love the area. We have a beautiful lot. And as the kids left the house, we said, well, we haven't put any money into this for a long time. I couldn't afford it when we bought it, but now things are looking better, and it's time to do something with the house or move. And we looked in the area and we found nothing suitable. So we decided, well, maybe we'll just stay in this beautiful lot. And we contacted architects. We settled on Running Dog. They had some fantastic sketches. We got very excited about that. They helped us find contractors to bid. And among those, they had recommended FineCraft. We met with George and liked George a lot. He was very personable. He seemed very interested in the project, had ideas of how to get things done. And when the bids came back, well, his was neither the highest nor the lowest, but we were very excited about his vision of moving things along. And we went with FineCraft. Very happy we did that. So when we got this project in motion, COVID was not yet a thing. And we decided we would live in the house during construction. And it would be difficult, we get through it. So I expected to get up in the morning before the guys got here. I'd go to the gym, I'd shower at the gym, I'd go to work, I'd come home at the end of the days when they were gone. That seemed pretty easy. Well, COVID changed that. And I worked from home the entire time. And Juan and Beto, Jose, Valentin, they made it bearable. George has hired some great crews, and they were here every day at 7 in the morning, and they worked till 4:30, 5:30. and they worked around me, and they made it actually possible to do a virtually whole house renovation and work at the same time. I think they were at wit's end trying to keep my Wi-Fi going the whole time, but we've all made it through, and I'm very happy that they worked here. Hoping to work with George again on some of the hardscape that we haven't finished outside. I would certainly recommend both Running Dog and FineCraft. I think they both brought very nice ideas to the table. The house is extremely easy to live in. We've consolidated to one floor living so that we have bedroom, the kitchen, and living room, laundry facilities all on the main floor. I can walk out of the bedroom in the morning, make coffee, stumble back and take a shower. It's just the perfect living arrangement. But I have my workspace in the basement. I do my hobbies. I have an office upstairs. So we're not cramped in here by any means. There's a lot of space, but the space we use day to day, 80–90% of the time, is right here, completely accessible, and it's just beautiful looking out on our yard. So yeah, I would definitely recommend FineCraft. I would recommend Running Dog. Do it again if I had to, but no intention of leaving this place.
I want to thank everyone who worked on this project with me, my colleagues, Eric Carl, Warren Wick, everyone at FineCraft, the whole team. They were just incredible. George, Vivian, Nico, our wonderful photographers, and our wonderful clients, Bob and Lynn. They were just so fun to work with, and I just feel thankful to be a part of this wonderful project. It's been a joy, and I know I've learned from it, and I hope to be able to do more projects like this in the future. It's a joy. I love my job. Thank you.